If it rains, the streets get slippery. If you heat ice, it melts. If I eat too much, I feel sick. If I wake up early, I have more time to exercise. If you press that button, the alarm will sound. If you don't brush your teeth, they will decay. If you don't study, you won't pass the exam. If I drink coffee too late, I have trouble sleeping. If I don't charge my phone, it will die. If you wear warm clothes, you won't get cold. If you leave the window open, bugs might come in. If I don't drink water, I get dehydrated. If I don't eat breakfast, I feel hungry all morning. If you don't exercise, you might gain weight. If I don't take my medication, my condition will worsen. If you don't wear a seatbelt, you could get hurt in a car accident. If you eat too much junk food, you might get sick. If you don't lock the door, someone might break in. If you don't turn off the stove, a fire could start. If I work hard, I will achieve my goals. If you don't pay attention, you might miss the train. If you don't save money, you might not be able to afford something important. If I don't finish my homework, I won't get a good grade. If you don't wear sunscreen, you could get sunburned. If you don't get enough sleep, you will feel tired all day. If you don't brush your hair, it might look messy. If you don't drink enough water, you might get a headache. If you don't change the oil in your car, it might break down. If you don't follow the rules, you might get in trouble. If you don't take care of your plants, they might die. If you don't check your email, you might miss an important message. If you don't clean your room, it will become messy. If you don't stretch before exercise, you might pull a muscle. If you don't wear gloves, your hands might get cold. If you don't wear a helmet, you might get a head injury. If you don't eat vegetables, you might not get enough vitamins. If you don't listen to the instructions, you might do it wrong. If you don't take breaks, you might get burned out. If you don't back up your files, you might lose them. If you don't finish your work on time, you might miss the deadline. If you don't take care of your teeth, they might fall out. If you don't wear glasses, you might strain your eyes. If you don't check the weather, you might be unprepared for rain. If you don't put on a coat, you might get cold. If you don't drink milk, you might not get enough calcium. If you don't exercise regularly, you might lose muscle mass. If you don't take a shower, you might smell bad. If you don't charge your laptop, it might run out of battery. If you don't wear shoes, your feet might get hurt. If I wake up early, I drink a cup of coffee. If you work hard, you will achieve your goals. If it rains, the grass will grow. If it is hot outside, I will go swimming. If I have free time, I read books. If you don't water the plants, they will die. If I feel hungry, I eat something. If I exercise regularly, I feel healthy. If I forget my keys, I can't enter my house. If you don't study hard, you won't pass the exam. If the sun shines, I go for a walk. If I have a headache, I take aspirin. If I have a car, I drive to work. If you have a question, you can ask me. If I have a bad day, I listen to music. If I am thirsty, I drink water. If you save money, you can buy a house. If I watch too much TV, I get bored. If it is cold outside, I wear a jacket. If I get up late, I am late for work. If you need help, I will assist you. If I have an idea, I write it down. If I am sick, I stay at home. If I miss the bus, I walk to work. If you don't eat healthy food, you will get sick. If I am tired, I take a nap. If it snows, I build a snowman. If you don't exercise, you will gain weight. If I have a lot of work to do, I prioritize my tasks. If I am bored, I call a friend. If you don't brush your teeth, you will get cavities. If I don't have enough money, I can't buy anything. If I am happy, I smile. If I see a spider, I scream. If you don't wear a seatbelt, you can get hurt in a car accident. If I don't understand something, I ask for clarification. If I have a flat tire, I change it. If I have a pet, I take care of it. If you don't pay attention, you can make mistakes. If I have a lot of homework, I study all night. If I want to learn a new language, I practice every day. If I want to travel, I save money. If I have a toothache, I go to the dentist. If you don't drink enough water, you can get dehydrated. If I am in a hurry, I run. If I am lost, I use a map or GPS. If you don't clean your house, it will get dirty. If I am in a bad mood, I try to do something that makes me happy. If I have a meeting, I arrive on time. If you don't study a foreign language, you won't be able to speak it fluently. If I don't set my alarm, I oversleep. If I am hungry, I cook something to eat. If you don't lock your door, someone could enter your house. If I don't have any plans, I stay at home and relax. If I have a headache, I avoid loud noises. If I am thirsty, I drink a glass of water. If you don't take care of your car, it will break down. If I am late for work, I apologize to my boss. If I have a cold, I take medicine and rest. If you don't have enough time, you can't finish your work. If I have a spare key, I can enter my house if I forget my key. If I am feeling stressed, I meditate or do yoga. If I have a question about something, I Google it. If you don't wear sunscreen, you can get a sunburn. If I don't have any clean clothes, I do laundry. If I have a headache, I avoid bright lights. If I have a pet, I give it food and water every day. If you don't take breaks during work, you can get burned out. If I have a flight to catch, I arrive at the airport early. If I don't have enough food, I go grocery shopping. If you don't pay your bills on time, you can get charged late fees. If I am feeling down, I talk to a friend or family member. If I am bored, I find a new hobby to pursue. If you don't have good time management skills, you can get overwhelmed with tasks. If I am feeling lazy, I force myself to exercise. If I am running late, I take a shortcut to save time. If you don't get enough sleep, you can feel tired and groggy the next day. If I have a deadline, I prioritize my work accordingly. If I am cold, I turn up the heat or put on warmer clothes. If you don't maintain your relationships, they can deteriorate over time. If I am in a hurry, I skip breakfast. If I don't have enough money, I create a budget and stick to it. If I am feeling overwhelmed, I take a break and do something relaxing. If you don't take care of your health, you can get sick. If I am in a bad mood, I try to stay positive and think happy thoughts. If I am feeling anxious, I take deep breaths and practice mindfulness. If you don't exercise regularly, you can develop health problems. If I am feeling lonely, I call a friend or family member. If I don't have any plans for the weekend, I plan a fun activity to do. If you don't have a backup plan, you can get stuck in a difficult situation. If I am thirsty, I drink water or juice. If you don't follow traffic rules, you can get into an accident. If I am feeling overwhelmed, I break down tasks into smaller, manageable steps. If I don't have any cash, I use my credit card or mobile payment. If I am feeling tired, I take a nap or go to bed early. If you don't take care of your mental health, you can experience burnout or depression. If I have a question, I ask for help or clarification. If I am feeling restless, I go for a walk or run. If you don't get enough rest, you can compromise your immune system. If I am feeling bored, I read a book or watch a movie. If I don't have any plans for dinner, I cook something simple or order takeout. If I am feeling anxious, I practice relaxation techniques such as deep breathing or progressive muscle relaxation. If you don't clean your house regularly, it can get messy and cluttered. If I am feeling stressed, I take a break and do something I enjoy, like listening to music or gardening. If I don't have any clean dishes, I wash them or use disposable plates and utensils. If I am feeling hungry, I snack on something healthy like fruit or nuts. If you don't brush your teeth regularly, you can develop cavities or gum disease. If I am feeling angry, I take a step back and try to understand the situation from a different perspective. If I don't have any plans for the evening, I spend time with my family or friends. If I am feeling sick, I stay at home and rest instead of going to work or school. If you don't back up your important files, you can lose them in case of a computer crash. If I am feeling lost, I talk to a therapist or counselor for guidance. If I don't have any food at home, I go grocery shopping or order delivery. If I am feeling unproductive, I make a to-do list and prioritize tasks. If you don't change your car's oil regularly, it can cause engine problems. If I am feeling creative, I engage in an artistic hobby like painting or writing. If I don't have any plans for the weekend, I explore new places in my city or town. If I am feeling restless, I engage in physical activity like dancing or playing sports. If you don't use sunscreen regularly, you can increase your risk of skin cancer. If I am feeling overwhelmed with work, I delegate tasks or ask for help from colleagues.